Well, the Illinois Department of Natural Resources says another mild winter will mean a big boost in the suburban coyote population.
The IDNR tracks suburban coyotes to keep tabs on them and take action if one does attack a child or a pet. WGN's Eric Rung has that story.
The IDNR has been tracking suburban coyotes for years. The information is used to keep tabs on their health, as well as keep tabs on their territory, as well as their population. You can follow along with them, and as we found out, learn a whole bunch about coyotes along the way. On a nice warm May day last year,
You're rolling? Okay, so first I'll just say
photojournalist Tremaine Williams and I tagged along with two of the IDNR's top coyote trappers to check in on a female coyote they've been tracking for nearly a year.
it's just cool. We see things that you may never see, that we may never see again. Got a hot trail here.
Both Rob Erickson and Mark Romano have been trapping and tracking coyotes since they were teenagers. Now they do it as Illinois wildlife managers.
We need to have people like us to do that job, or there would be rabies, there would be diseases, there would be more conflict with humans than there already is.
We see plenty of stories of interactions with coyotes, including attacks on dogs and cats, as well as small children.
Those coyotes are going to move all the way along that edge in the creek.
In cases like these, managers like Rob and Mark are called in to trap and euthanize the coyote and test for disease.
Once that happens, they become habituated to people and they lose their fear. That's the biggest problem that we have, and that's what we don't want.
Coyote sightings are reported on neighborhood message boards all the time, and most of the time that's as far as it goes.
Watch out, guys, watch out.
However, late last year, a coyote got loose in an Aldi's grocery store. Frightening, but in this case, no one was hurt, and the coyote was checked out and released back into the wild. The suburban coyote population is growing rapidly, which means there will likely be more interaction with people. But both Mark and Rob say it's really not the coyotes' fault.
We invited them when we built all of the suburbs. We said, hey, there's more food here, there's more habitat. We invited these animals in here.
And they are thriving.
Oh, they got to be going into those subdivisions now.
When you have mild winters for 3-4 years in a row, every time you have a mild winter, the populations can increase anywhere between 18 and 27%. When that happens, the old, the sick, and all the late littered animals, they survive.
There are plenty of places to hide, and they don't have to work hard to keep their bellies full.
It's a never-ending smorgasbord of food, and it's called suitable habitat. They live much better here than, say, out on the farmland.
A rural coyote might only live 2 years because there's pressure on them, and here we've had coyotes live all the way up to 13 years old.
On this day, we were in an industrial park in DuPage County.
If she smells any of us, and it doesn't matter if we took a shower or not, she knows human smells, she's not coming out.
We believe that the coyote is straight east.
They are using the sound of a raccoon getting into her den to draw her out. They just want to get a look at her and make sure her tracker is still secure. They'd use a similar tactic if she was a problem coyote.
It's a lot more intense than people think.
After a few minutes, we get our first look at her, jumping around and checking to make sure her pups aren't in danger. When she finds nothing, she disappears into the tree line.
It's all about protection and instinct. It's just like a female dog. You go to grab her pup, she's going to bite you. So it's the same thing. You're looking at territorial, you're looking at maternal instincts, and at that particular point, that's exactly what happened.
We tried to get her out once again, but this time she took a different approach.
Behind me! Behind me!
Not only behind us, but downwind of us.
I think they're somewhat intelligent.
In June, her radio transmitter automatically came off, and all the data Rob and Mark collected over the year is cataloged and made available to anyone who wants to track her or the other coyotes they have tagged.
We named her Paige because why? Where was she found? Just think it's just fantastic.
Kimberly Shard made it part of her lesson plan for her 5th and 6th grade students at Alternative Academic Achievement Academy in Blue Island.
Smart furry. How do they sleep?
Once it got working, they were like, oh, that's really cool. And we, animated where the coyotes were going. Then they named the coyotes, so then they were really into it.
She has a small group of students that are using an IDNR program to track and learn about coyotes.
We started by doing coyote characteristics and learning about the habits of coyotes. They got really interested in that. And then from there, just watching the movements and seeing the visualization.
They skipping patterns then, they not family mates, none of that.
That really got them going.
They plotted out their territories, read up on their diets, and worked to find a better understanding of coyotes.
I was scared of coyotes before I learned about them, but after I learned about them,
Stay away, get away.
I learned that they're mainly scared of humans.
They've also learned the most important lesson about seeing coyotes in the wild, a lesson Mark and Rob always try and make stick.
Just because they look like a dog, they think that they're harmless, and people sometimes want to try to make pets out of them. This is a wild animal. There's not a scientist in the world that can tell you what a wild animal is going to do.
The fact is they do attack pets and people from time to time, especially if they are sick. But again, it's not entirely the coyote's fault.
Probably 80%. It's human caused. It's self-inflicted.
Leaving dog and cat food out for coyotes is a big problem. Bird feeders also attract rodents, and rodents attract coyotes.
They're wild. That's exactly what we want. We want people to treat wildlife as if it was wild and not do foolish things like try to pet it or get close to it. You don't know what that animal's thinking. You don't know what the health of that animal is. Again, this animal could look perfectly healthy and might be extremely sick. You wouldn't know.
A lesson this class has learned over and over again, along with gaining a greater love of the great outdoors.
Before this project, I thought about being an NBA player, but I wanted to find out a lot of different things that happen in the world by science.
For their teacher, it's also a way to get them off their devices.
Maybe it just gets them a little bit more excited about the outdoors, a little bit more excited about what's around them other than video games, and maybe opens up a little bit more opportunity and just challenges them a little bit more.
Maybe, just maybe, one of them will one day take over for one of these guys. That's if there's a job opening.
I'm going to do this till the day I fall over and die.
Rob and Mark say they use the most humane traps available and can get to a coyote within about an hour after that trap is triggered. They also use a tranquilizer so they can safely run a number of tests on the coyote before setting it free. If you want to check out Chicago's suburban coyotes and where they are, you can follow a link on our website, WGNTV.com. Eric Rung, WGN News.
All right, a couple of things that you should know. It is very rare for a coyote to attack a human, and it nearly never results in fatal wounds. The coyote population in Chicago is also rising. If you see a coyote, the city asks that you just leave it alone, go about your day. Do not call 911 to report a sighting.